Okay, just a quick video about detail. On these 65 and 67 Mustangs, you have the upper and lower cowl. And inside that cowl, there's two things that look like smokestacks. They're actually vents for the heater box and for the fresh air vent on the driver's side. Problem is, as you can see where these vent grill is it's not removable. So what would happen to these is water would get in there and flow down, and those vent stacks would divert the water, since they look like I said, like little smokestacks, and they would divert water down to this exit here. Well, and ignore the work that's going on behind the fender here. This will get cleaned up. But the problem is, and they sit right in here, is they rust and they rot out, causing leaks to go inside the car, and I'm going to show you in a minute. There are several different ways to repair them, but if you don't repair them, you wind up with water in the car, which is not good. So this is something I'm glad I found out about, because I did not want to redo this entire car and then, have it leak by the firewall. Okay, so one of the things I learned is I can get access inside here to clean this out and do something about the top side by cutting this area here open and folding it back. That allows me to get to the vent stack from the front, clean this out, seal inside, etc. I'll probably get a piece of sheet metal to surround the round stack and tack weld it in place, seal it, so that the water can divert where it's supposed to. But we want to address the underside, which is where the real issues come in, or came in. And I'm going to take in the car here. I have a blanket, and I'll get a drop light, because this is the fun part. You'll see what happens when this gets ignored. Okay, so that's where the fan box comes in. But if we look, okay, I got cut off on the video. If we look up where that vent stack goes, this is the vent stack here. This upper piece that you can see has rotted out on the top side, which is going to get surrounded. But this is the concern here, is wanting to make sure we get all of this rust out for a very particular reason from the lower cowl. There is a kit. Let me get the light on here. There is a kit, a plastic kit, that literally goes inside this stack and gets sealed around here so that water cannot come down anymore. The problem is I have to repair this area down here for that to, one, adhere properly and make sure it doesn't, rot out from some other area, and seal it. So that's going to be the task. I also have to do that on the driver's side, and that will require removing the fresh air vent, which is there. So again, that gets the plastic vent stack also. So fun stuff, fun times, but attention to detail. Okay, so these have now been cut open to get to the inner cowl and get those fixed. Not the first choice. I've got a mask on, by the way. Not the first choice, but definitely a choice. You can look in here and see. They're not that bad. I have that plastic cap on the inside just for measurement fit. But I'm going to clean this out and repair that, both top and bottom, without having to cut the whole cowl out. Just cutting this slice here, and then this will get put back down and welded into place, smoothed over. But yeah, it's definitely something that needs to be taken care of. You can see inside the firewall. Actually, it's not too bad, because if I pull the plastic cap off and you looked at the back, it's only this front side, believe it or not, that's a little rusted out, not the back side where the water would be hitting. This is where it'd be exiting. So it's going to be a lot easier to patch. The other side is same condition, probably a little harder because it's got the built-in vent that has to be removed. But again, there's a plastic insert for that. Get this all cleaned out and ready to go and fix it on top and bottom, and no leaks. Yeah, I just wanted to show you the bizarre look of how I'm working under there. It may look bizarre, but you don't want to be breathing in that stuff, and you certainly don't want the rust falling in your eyes. I highly suggest investing in a face mask like this. It has been so awesome working on stuff that even just grinding metal and things like that, and not having to worry that something's going to shoot in my eyes or in my face. And these masks are cheap enough. This is the better N95 mask, not those little cheapy things that don't really stick to your face. Yeah, quite comfortable under there with this, and can work away with peace of mind. All right, that's it for now. The cowls. Okay, this is the dreaded cowl rot that can occur. It's not so bad on the fresh air vent side, but now that I have access to it from underneath, and you can see a drop light down there, this side is not so bad. It's not broken through. But what I'm doing right now is I'm underneath, and I'll show you in a second, with a Dremel wire brush. And let's get under here. Oh, this is just so fun. Always better with the steering wheel out, which it is. Okay, and if we look up here, let me get the right angle. There's the vent, and trust me, it didn't look like that before, where you see the black, and you say, well, gee, it's not that rusty. That's been wire wheeled up to about that point, and there. I did bust one bolt when I was taking it out. The other two came out nice, but that one didn't, so I'll have to put a screw through there. But the game plan is to wire wheel this out, get it sealed top and bottom, use that plastic insert that I bought that seals it off, and yeah, I haven't test fitted that yet, but get all of this cleaned out under here, and the other side done. So Project Mustang continues on. All right, well, it's a good thing I decided to do a test fit, because that doesn't go all the way up to the base, and I think there's a gasket in there that's holding it back that was for the original, which is going to make it interesting when we mount it up. But I'll clear it out and see what happens. But it's a good thing I mentioned about test fit. I hadn't fit this one. The other side fits great. All right, more challenges. Love it. Okay, folks, I thought I'd give a update on the 1966 Mustang Coupe restoration, RuthAnn. Done a lot, and made little clips here and there, but I haven't really put anything together, so I figure I'll just give an update here and talk about all the things that have been done. Going back first to the cowls, the inside of the cowl has been repaired. Fortunately, I really didn't have a problem in there. One small rust through, which was repaired with metal and sealed, and then from the underneath, use that kit that you have, that it's a plastic insert, and then that was sealed, and then of course I went under the dash and seam sealed all under the dash where it meets the cowl, which is not an easy task, getting under there and being able to reach that seal.